vessel, it marks a significant milestone in strengthening the infrastructure that underpins the global liquefied petroleum gas supply chain. For countries such as Ghana and many across Africa that rely partly on LPG imports to complement domestic production, the expansion of global shipping capacity is essential. It enhances supply security, improves reliability, stabilizes prices through more efficient logistics, and creates opportunities to diversify supply sources across international markets. Today, we celebrate not only engineering excellence, but also the power of partnership. The commissioning of this state-of-the-art dual-fuel, fully refrigerated LPG carrier reflects the collective vision and collaboration of key stakeholders committed to advancing safe, efficient, and responsible energy distribution. Through the West African Gas Limited WAGL Energy Initiative, this vessel represents a strategic addition to a growing fleet that is designed to support the evolving energy needs of our sub-region. Its deployment significantly expands LPG transport capacity and signals a new chapter in regional energy logistics. More importantly, it reflects a shared commitment to strengthening access to reliable and cleaner energy across West Africa and the African continent. Energy access and the transition to cleaner energy sources remain among the defining challenges of our time. LPG plays a vital role in this transition. For millions of households across Africa, LPG offers a cleaner alternative to traditional fuels such as charcoal, firewood, and kerosene. Its wider adoption contributes not only to improved public health, but also to environmental sustainability by reducing deforestation and indoor air pollution. Through strategic investments and forward-looking partnerships, such as the one we're celebrating today, we're taking practical steps to enhance energy security for Ghana, West Africa, and Africa as a whole. These efforts contribute to building a just and inclusive energy transition that benefits future and present generations. Ghana, like many of our neighboring countries, recognizes the transformative potential of LPG in supporting socio-economic development. From powering our industries to improving household energy access in both rural and urban communities, LPG has become an important component of our broader energy strategy. While Ghana produces locally about 50% of our LPG requirements, we still rely on imports for the other 50% of local consumption. Countries across our sub-region continue to expand access to cleaner and more reliable energy. Ghana imports 50% of our LPG requirements, and so this vessel, MT Asharami Ghana, will strengthen our collective ability to transport LPG safely, efficiently, and at scale. In doing so, they will help ensure that businesses, industries, and households can depend on modern energy services that support economic growth and improve the quality of life of our citizens. I wish to commend the leadership, technical expertise, and strategic foresight demonstrated by Sahara Group, WAGL Energy, and all the partners involved in bringing this project to fruition. Your commitment demonstrates what can be achieved when innovation, investment, and collaboration come together to bridge infrastructure gaps, deepen regional markets, and unlock sustainable economic opportunities across Africa. Distinguished guests, the commissioning of this vessel also underscores the enduring value of international cooperation. It reflects the strength of partnership between Africa and our friends around the world. Partnership that is grounded in mutual respect, shared prosperity, and a collective commitment to sustainable development. As we look to the future, let us continue to support initiatives that expand access to clean energy, promote inclusive economic growth, and strengthen the resilience of our economy. MT Asharami Ghana not only carries the flag of Ghana, but is also dedicated to supplying Ghana with liquefied petroleum gas. Together with the investment in the 6,000 metric ton storage facility, Sahara Group Limited is taking Ghana one more step towards energy security. May LPG vessel MT Asharami Ghana stand as a symbol of progress, one that inspires further investment, innovation, and collaboration across Africa's energy value chain. Together, we can build the infrastructure, partnerships, and policies necessary to secure a sustainable and prosperous energy future for our continent. I thank you. Long live Ghana. Represents more than the launch of a vessel. 3, 2, 1.
Come on. Today marks another historic milestone for Africa and our quest to secure access to energy for all.
3, 2, 1.
Once we deploy this facility and the 6,000 metric ton storage facility in Accra, it will increase the overall LPG storage facility in Ghana to 40,000 metric ton. And that provides a significant buffer for the future.
Wow. This ship is full of surprises, eh?
Today, we commission not merely an asset at sea, but a stronger foundation for Ghana's energy future. A decisive step forward in building a resilient, secure, and modern downstream sector.
I named this vessel Asharami Ghana. May God bless her and all who sail on her.
This occasion represents more than the launch of a vessel. It marks a significant milestone in strengthening the infrastructure that underpins the global liquefied petroleum gas supply chain.
3, 2, 1.
The vessel we are gathered to celebrate is part of a deliberate and sustained drive by Sahara Group to expand access to clean energy through liquefied petroleum gas. The vessel, in addition to serving the good people of Ghana, will support neighboring nations with clean, stable, safe, and efficient energy supply chains.
This investment aligns closely with Your Excellency's vision of building a resilient and sustainable downstream sector, one that promotes cleaner energy solutions while ensuring accessibility and security of supply for Ghanaian households and businesses.
Ready?
Yes, please.
MT Asharami Ghana not only carries the flag of Ghana, but is also dedicated to supplying Ghana with liquefied petroleum gas. Together with the investment in the 6,000 metric ton storage facility, Sahara Group Limited is taking Ghana one more step towards energy security.
So I asked everybody, well, we have body selection, we have documentation. When we finished, I mean, usually these ones, because they're about document and body selection, not too many people who, I mean, by the time we finished, those who got discovered through documentation and other things, they were less than, what do you call it, they were less than 30,000. So it left over 400,000 who were now ready to go through aptitude tests and then medical exams. We have several options. One of the options is that to say that, okay, can we do the pass mark at 50? So that many more people will pass and go for medicals. But now you know the end game. Because the end game is that you will only absorb 5,000. So if you do that, are you fair to the average country? Because remember, all these studies, apart from buying the voucher to be able to apply, body selection didn't require payment. What do you call it? Documentation doesn't require payment. Aptitude test doesn't require payment. But medicals will require payment. And in order not to shortchange innocent young people, it is better you put in a mechanism that will reduce the number drastically, because once the person goes to pay I mean, I know the military, when they were done, the medicals alone was about 1,600. We are doing even mental health, and we are also doing drug tests in addition. Yes, I know Deputy and I were just in a meeting, and we're insisting that despite all these additions, the price should not be still very high, looking at the numbers that we're talking about. Are you going to allow over 400,000 people to go and do medicals when you know you have space for only 5,000? How fair are you to everybody? So you need to devise a method where you slow down the number and have some reasonable number. So the pass mark was put at 65 because that was what they were told before they even started the exams. So at 65, as we speak, we still have 105,000 that have qualified for medicals. When in actual sense, the total number that we can now take after medicals is 5,000. So we still have a huge challenge. But yes, the president instructed that, look, those who qualify and pass medicals, let's keep the data. This is the first phase. We are hoping that maybe later in the, because remember this current recruitment that we are doing is a 2025. Hopefully when we are out of the IMF, we will do the 2026. So we'll pick from that same data. Hopefully, if maybe it's past 6 months, then we can only ask them to repeat medicals, but not to start putting the process all over again. So, fellow citizens, I've heard so much criticism and why this, why that, and I told people, let's assume that I said that, look, without maybe a very bad example, we are going to see this recruitment to only media people. Let's say there are only media people who will be recruited. You and I know from the left and break of our country, the media people will have, they are more than 5,000. What criteria are you going to use to get 5,000 out of that more than 5,000? Definitely you have to develop something that will help. You may talk about how fair the thing is or how unfair it is, but what method are you going to use as a way of not using human interference? So that I look at you and say, okay, you can go. You are too short, you can't go. You are too fair, you can't go. That one is too tall. I mean, so you have to use a system that is devoid of human interference to enable the system to carry you to that. Yes, I know the disappointment. I know the difficulty. But the issue is about joblessness and not issue about discouragement. And you, all of us know, you want to get a professional police officer. You want to get a professional education officer. You just don't want any person who will go in. I mean, I'm sorry to say this. We are having a challenge with people with mental issues in the service. You have people with drug issues in the service. All these things are things that you use. And through that, some people will fall along the way to enable you get, someone said, about the best of best. So, I know a lot of young people may be disappointed, but they should exercise restraint. This is not going to be the first and last recruitment that the government is going to have. We are going to make sure that, at least, His Excellency Dr. Mahama said, as the economy improves, many more will be taken into the civil service. Currently, the police force that we have, the number that we have, just as I mentioned, 49,000 plus. Immigration, about 18,000 plus. Fire, about 17,000 plus. Prisons, about 14,000 plus. Narcotics control, about 3,000 plus. When you put all of them together, they are less than 100,000. They are less than 100,000. But even that, the wage bill on them is about 13 billion. So if the resources were there, I mean, I would have been the happiest person if we were able to recruit about 500,000 more security people. But let's be practical. Will our economy be able to absorb them? We all know that practically, that's not possible. If you have a police of 50,000, can you really take 120,000 and add to an existing 49,000? So this is where we find ourselves, and I want to plead with the rank and file of our youth to appreciate that. That's why we introduced a number of other measures that we are hoping into the future may even help us as a way of screening them. Remember the police assistance that we did? We took 15,000 under the youth employment, model, to to be assisting the police, what we call the Zoom police. We took 15,000. With fire, we took 5,000 to assist the fire officers in the market. And then with prison, 5,000. That alone was 25,000. That is 5 times what we are doing into the mainstream. And our hope is that as they work with the police, they work with fire, they work with prisons, they get to know the job so that the next recruitment we may be able to prioritize them because now they know how the job is. And we are also getting the opportunity to work with them and even know their character, their behavior, their strength and their weakness. So we want to assure them we'll continue to open many more opportunities for the young people. Like we cannot use one recruitment exercise to solve all this. So I want to thank you so much for this opportunity to have given you this brief. Yes, question. So I asked everybody, well, we have body selection, we have documentation. When we finish, I mean, usually these ones, because they're about document and body selection, not too many people who, I mean, by the time we finish, those who got disqualified through documentation and other things, they were less than, what do you call it, they were less than 30,000. So it left over 400,000 who were now ready to go through aptitude tests and then medical exams. We have several options. One of the options is that to say that, okay, can we do the pass mark at 50? So that many more people will pass and go for medicals. But now you know the end game. Because the end game is that you only absorb 5,000. So if you do that, are you fair to the average candidate? Because remember, all these things, apart from buying the voucher to be able to apply, body selection didn't require payment. What do you call it? Documentation doesn't require payment. Aptitude test doesn't require payment. But medicals will require payment. And in order not to shorten innocent young people, it is better you put in a mechanism that will reduce the number drastically, because once the person goes to pay, I mean, I know the military, when they were done, the medicals alone was about 1,600. We are doing even mental health, and we are also doing drug tests in addition. Yes, I know Deputy and I were just in a meeting and we're insisting that despite all these additions, the price should not be still better. Looking at the numbers that we're talking about. Are you going to allow over 400,000 people to go and do medicals when you know you have space for only 5,000? How fair are you to them? So you need to devise a method where you slow down the number and have some reasonable number. So the pass mark was put at 65 because that was what they were told before they even started the exams. So at 65, as we speak, we still have 105,000 that have qualified for medicals. When in actual sense, the total number that we can now take after medicals is 5,000. So we still have a huge challenge. But it gets us to the present instruction that, look, those who qualify and pass medicals, let's keep the data. This is the first phase. We are hoping that maybe later in the, because remember this current recruitment that we are doing is a 2025. Hopefully when we are out of the IMF, we will do the 2026. So we'll pick from that same data. Hopefully, if maybe it's past 6 months, then we can only ask them to repeat medicals, but not to start putting the process all over again. So, fellow citizens, I've heard so much criticism and why this, why that, and I told people, let's assume that I said that, look, without maybe a very bad example, we are going to receive this recruitment to only media people. Let's say there are only media people who will be recruited. You and I know from the left and breadth of our country, the media people will have, they are more than 5,000. What criteria are you going to use to get 5,000 out of that more than 5,000? Definitely you have to develop something that will help. You may talk about how fair the thing is or how unfair it is, but what method are you going to use as a way of not using human interference? So that I look at you and say, okay, you can go. You are too short, you can't go. You are too fair, you can't go. That one is too tall. I mean, so you have to use a system that is devoid of human interference to enable the system to carry you to that. Yes, I know the disappointment. I know the difficulty. But the issue is about joblessness and not issue about the security. And all of us know, you want to get a professional police officer. You want to get a professional education officer. You just don't want any person who will go in. I mean, I'm sorry to say this. We are having a challenge with people with mental issues in the service. You have people with drug issues in the service. All these things are things that you use. And through that, some people will fall along the way to enable you get, someone said, about the best of best. So I know a lot of young people may be disappointed, but they should exercise restraint. This is not going to be the first and last recruitment that the government is going to have. We are going to make sure that at least, His Excellency Draman Rama said, as the economy improves, many more will be taken into the civil service. Currently, the police force that we have, the number that we have, just as I mentioned, 49,000 plus. Immigration, about 18,000 plus. Fire, about 17,000 plus. Prisons, about 14,000 plus. Narcotics control, about 3,000 plus. When you put all of them together, they are less than 100,000. They are less than 100,000. But even that, the wage bill on them is about 13 billion. So if the resources were there, I mean, I would have been the happiest person if we were able to recruit about 500,000 more security people. But let's be practical. Will our economy be able to absorb that? We all know that practically, that's not possible. If you have a police of 50,000, can you really take 130,000 and add to an existing 49,000? So this is where we find ourselves, and I want to plead with the wrath and fire of our youth.
shemom na yankuanim. Okay, so I'm told to say bibia ye kama. Me ba to also betima join any feed no na onso ba bia wa dwenchire free no. Also what the assume Eric Amuzu is here. Thanks bro for joining the feed. Thank you so much. Paul Amenesoji Amenia DGH and Abusian Fonwaka and so adjoining Ibrahim Musa is here. I'll say where Ibrahim Musa na utie free northeast. Ma mentia the Inspector General of Police na menchano kruse energy ma mentia the Chief of Defense Staff Juma Wamobo na of course mentia Ghana Mampeni, His Excellency the best president in the whole wide world. Unisa so a big experience. President John Dramani Mahama is next to none. He towers above all. And young one say South Korea for Pesemu Bieni ma papa so no President Mahama and your tunsa fair no so. So as a president, baby, we are grateful. Keep making our country proud, and we will not hesitate to support you as well. Certainly. Metia a year me mama so Dr. Mrs. Lodina Mahama. Dr. Mrs. Lodina Mahama. Dr. Mrs. Lodina Mahama. Fantastic woman. Yama media yetene swaya sorry. Esan wodwa wo mama Ghana nti. Mama yeda wase bru yeda wase kudon tokoswa. Na bua Ghana na Ghana mfane ntuma pemfra. Na menim se wono woye nhweso pa. Ema emayu afofra. Wono so fefa wo fro bempanyifo se your fruit ya pano and your piano nti mame I say no Lodina Foundation adwuma na mo bo no eno nti yen so koso abom hodawro se e be piamo na busuafo aka enso esua ababeye tsewo na yenyina enkankan ma no wonyia ubisa se hwan na ompeso meye no a omso ompeso meye te se Madam Lodina Mahama esan entweso pa ne esapa watwa to honum ama sa enuanom na pata yenches kakrai me yenches kakra ene adwuma no ne ebete fro do doso ne eba me yenches kakra star 850 star 5 hash ma catch of say review scratch for we no me ade bia enya papa me waste me time endi ho dance yen kyerɛw ade bia ene Ghana mra enko me mpanyifo ankasa no om ye law abiding citizens eti wo monkofa ade bia Ghana mransa ase enti ne kan NL Caritas unit ya say we wo mram e game wa ye bo ne ye nyeska pudu yam Caritas ma menchia me Mr. Dua baby bia Mr. Dua wo bia ma menchia no na menchia ayi me boss ba ko me all my preoccupy because media no he has seen it all. He has trained a lot of giants in the media. Me Nana Pieti baby will be Papa Michiao na menchia boss Frank me international no ese sheda ba ne die nkudwa ene nkoto dogu famana ye sheda bomb pa na contest ni bia fine sa ne be no so na yenchia e ma me Nora echa of course Alhaji Sedu Agongo adwuma wura no papa e wada ba o intina yenso yensakoya no intina wie se utie ya yede wase bru se wa me yakwanya se yemetena na Ghana fo nyina nso yenchia mo filling station 4 trotro stations taxi ranks trotro drivers taxi drivers passengers muni msa muni ho a mini ho eti munyina yechia mo NDC grassroots mo nso yechia munyina Kofi Opoku aba na Nana Otu Darko good work thank you mpacho ya streaming as in case afa na join ya bra Facebook na oba Facebook fa o comment to ho ba bia o tie free no bra se kwanso nka me yehu na ke ni be so pa na one like ya my na afa so wa share my ba se na me ka se me che muska no game we no phone bi etimi bobi se eye yam phone ana se eye smartphone you know phone bia kura bia any brand bia eno na ma agro no eye de no there are some other games omubo ya beka trust smartphone for pe and betima use so enti ukura yam na chese we you afrim other games so game yam phone betimi abo ukura smartphone onso you afrim but this review scratch for we no obi atimi bobi emfa woni phone ukura ni obe ye nie oba fa phone na wa dial star 850 star 5 hash. Star 850 star 5 hash. Na o diluia we no you on your way to winning close to 1 million cedis. 1 million yet 10 billion. Then think for try no. I only say but I am the say 18 plus an account. Can you imagine say nkwada omuni 18 e bi via wam ho etwa because omate say mpanyufo ni di hey tie. This is a warning to the green. Uni 18 years game ya me kan. No unka ho. O de ma mi scan not back to your school fees. It's because Uncle Food D&D. Eti my friend said we am one ba ku bi de e boare maami even though enye good say abofra when 18 betwa no ewie na kogu ni maami phone so asema we ni manyama ogo ha we di 2005 just say Uncle Food di bocho. Eti na wie mesra wo so fa phone oni 18 dia e mane ntu bi ba wo fa phone na unso nya ska kakra egu butum wo dial star 850 star 5 hash ni wia na what choose station eti ube choose Accra FM na oti wo choose Accra FM wa na afei next option ube select ahen apese utwa na ne den say obia timi bo nti ya said that as free 5 Ghana cedis ya kwa kata 1000 Ghana no be gas na 1000 be 5 Ghana cedis na me se ne ye twa no se me yamagene se pate me the 5 cedis be the 2000 you be surprised what me say am twa no me say dey twa 5 be 50 Ghana me twa guma no pa no me jai edura wi a na ma say dey twa 5 Ghana no me twa gum me jai eti me be pon so no a na wase twa gum fa oye dan machine fa he obeyi mi number when no microphone mo eti me say me twa be 500 oye dan me spread this kind 500 Ghana maybe can twa 200 no me ko 200 baby no 200 no say 100 now one for the last machine be fine me di eti my mouse skills Mr. fa phone twa eti se utwa ahia pese utwa na the next chapter no say 5 options no be you lucky card no afei uyi wia na etwa se o confirm say sika no a watwa no umomo pin no ate ase se yeso utwa na utwa wie pe instantaneously at once by force immediately utie ni a prophet one kanu a that is about go phone so umpe we na pede we krampo de ai kwado bronya ya kan say Easter bo eti we no me no wan ka target Easter na before Easter krasala yan wish area no nyina Ramadan Karim homo wanso is at the corner Yehowa eti one person ubetimi akeke ube wan we di be 10,000 akover homo akover sanla akover Easter ubesi anya bi akover afode na de kakra to ho because man so be school ti mesra wa game ya mede ma ode no ano ode atro to ho se na benya time waye star 850 star 5 hash star 850 star 5 hash na what dial review scratch for win scratch keke na disika say bam na hard builders omguso a tons ase no the medium ho adanse akira 2074 mesha omudro no de sanyare wa bebrinti enso to esi turu do so pomu pa omuso medium ho adanse akira sanso na smetefo omuso adanse di omanum ansana me sori nkonya brunso no bema me bom ho hye akira George Frimpong is here. Thanks for joining the feed, Mr. Lincoln in Akweteman. Mr. Lincoln, pom to say ma menchao Sala Yeku Nana Otu Darko. The government is working. We need to be patient. Yeah, exactly. Me and then Sabi, a self-acclaimed president for the grassroots of NDC. Many grassroots for no babedin komo. Yeah, and ba me ba ni nyina enkomodi a me no mo babedi. Na enkomo na ye babedi no efatitru no me twafa the security services or recruitments and applications are and you no be here. Yeah, entino mesra mo munya botre na muntie me. Munya botre na muntie me. Ene ebedi nkomo. Empanyefo se etire ni tire enka no nkyere se abontensefo ma me fankodi. There is no way we will allow any evil person to sing any song and they believe in say we will dance along. Never. Never. Obia ni ho no mo a no dwen so MPP no ba betonyum ama me grassroots for science. Hey, we know what is right. Sabi edru ba bi na se empanyimfo no sabi empanyimfo anim yesi ni otwa sa nim se na chiachia wo chia yen betenwom. We don't need MPP people to set a certain agenda thinking say yen grassroots for ni be di akire yenyimi yenim nyansa. We are wise people. We are able to decipher the truth from untruth. If follow social media, now people for back say on these forms as to how much any nipadodo fire no. I have an issue there though, but any people in person because as me. Grassroots in the camera media to me because one buy no power. But I honorable opinion marking coming into because unimwa and kohone sre. Now say I no more power. At the end of the day. Chrono, and boy, and I'll be going into the irregularities. The Auditor General report, Edeba, Chrono, now when you know Kasa, Chroma. And sometimes I understand because of the pains, a bon meshe Muntino, 77 penny for him, now moving so ye dear. And Yanom, and ye betting como, near Betty, and who free sense, and who know, on the social media. I respect the grassroots and I always respect them. I believe in their pains and I always believe in their pains. But the point, ladies and gentlemen, I came to make and say, party and San. That's what I came to say. You didn't painting quiet here. Didn't fanten ten what because I'm I have sure I be mutia as soon as your phone no more. One more campaign, a bimu a fako quasi. We know the pains the grassroots went through. We know the pains the leaders of NDC went through. We know the pains the executives of NDC at all levels go through. And in fact, Yenim Oyawa, His Excellency President John Dramani Mahama Kasa go through. Look at one person or taught the whole 276 constituencies. Put yourself in the shoes of President Mahama. Are you saying, ladies and gentlemen, that Obibedo NDC 4 as in President John Dramani Mahama? Are you saying, ladies and gentlemen, that say Obi Ebetain NDC grassroots mpwa na President John Dramani Mahama? We will never allow any MPP soldier to sing any song believing that we will dance along. Never. Never. Advice be a honomua. Meti me diama me ura Chairman Muntaka me de memano. Because Sabi openi bia ni honomu a okura appointment na sabi mpanyimfo anim odwene se ono nko a dwuma oye ne kwotena ho dabi most of us, if not all of us, are not there because of our individual might. We are there because of the support of others. Inti advice bia honomu a yenso yesu se ya de ma be boa na trentrene ma no eno so me de mema. And you know me. You know me. But even at that, let's face it. Are we saying, say, Obi to say Honorable Muntaka on this for us? You see, and you have a person who say Ghana for Abusia, or the Mama Yanimra from more apply for police, for prisons, military, customs, and their forms and count. Immigration, Abusia, please don't listen to me with your emotions, respectfully. Listen to me attentively with the skills rather the amount of working. Now, you must say, Honorable Muntaka, or your MPP, and or your NDC. Or your NDC. Number 2, are we saying, say, Muntaka, enim, or Yahweh war position, onim? Are we saying, say, Ediane pa Edi Muntaka ba or the back command of Bontinsuniana? No. Are we saying, say, Muntaka or Nim sabi NDC 4 be bresu here opportunities and wonim. So there is no way, Abusia, in any how we think about it, Muntaka will work against NDC. Me, I'm not here to hold brief for him. I don't even know him. Whether I know him or not, I don't care. But the most important thing is that Sir agenda no MP before certain we should not sing along. Meet MPP parliamentarian, me say, about 113 million there. Is it 111 million? Forms were, you know, and this is for should return that forms. To one more I apply, you know. And yes, sir, you MPP were in power for 8 years. Why not more returning forms, man? You think we don't think? You were in power for 8 years. MPP was in power for 8 years. 8 years, you know. Why not more returning the forms, man, after sales? 80. So for the past 8 years as MPP, Monteman returning any applicant forms a man because of the person was disqualified. What moral turpitude do you guys wield to tell us people should return their forms? My grassroots funding, we don't need any advice from the MPP. Gomu will be in common opposition. Mama Muntia Futu Metuef. Mumutia Ghana for Futua and MPP are you in opposition now? The disrespect, the disdain. And Yamama, I am for sorrow or Kroma. I did one mumu Kroma. And then Mube Catches will be far from MOB. In 8 years when you were in power, what did you do? Inti potoka sami obrofibi. Yes, he who seeks equity must come with clean hands. He who seeks equity must come with clean hands. Sanka MPP yadi ya inti abusuya anka nanimu ntiana. Sanka MPP for 8 years Ghana for Samoa and come opposition. When we were telling them say doom swaba omo my timetable my topoku prempa na oye nyina mahoden so afo ka kire yen say Ghana for na say doom swaba ye yen fa timetable mara on kwame se fa kan show aba applaw hin ka say President John Dramani Mahama ebe ye yi block akenwuram o mampani akufado meye maye no na Nana Otu Darko akufado on kwame se fa kan show e ka say adeno him pono ankasa enkonkoye. That is how they disrespected Ghanaians. See refia me kaibo sankrofo ya omo dwen say they think of Ghana better than us. This is how they destroy this country. This is how they destroyed the fabrics of this country. I'll not go into the economic metrics because it's before us. But me tell say se pobia to John Mahama fo, se pobia to Muntakafo, se pobia to IGP, and as NDC abai we for CPP for to ayebesum. PPP to ayebesum. Never can't say UP plus moment me to abai we for yebesum because we yankrofo mo dwene wo man ho. But not MPP. Look at this Auditor General report. Look at the dream Ketas Senate prayer. Chrono. Look at the corruption they have meddled themselves in. And look, ladies and gentlemen, I know. So by the end of these 4 years, certainly you better chronophobia tum. I know. Baby, I buy any slow. You better want to make sure, say, you better fast tracking yama. Say the better chronophobia betum. I know. And we'll be going into that. Sakron for you. And saying, Ombebu Ghana Fasu Susuro, woman say ne, Omo to me, Omo come recruitment once. Dabio, in any case, under Munta Campono, recruitment, and you be a party, see a population, you'll be able to say, you be recruitment. MPP time, 8 years, Ubehuane Omuko training. Ubehuane Omuko training. Dabi meboa, Mumra Facebook, catch them say meboa. Grassroots, Muntia me yepa. Make come as a mamba, you relax. Me the free baby neighbor. Because Honorable Munta Council, Ebia, and you maybe 1 2 ne say Osesia. Sabi, ya the better pronso, no so who, but you force a new class when him say the church. But the advice I am giving is that MPP phobia ashada akobenkrum. MPP phobia ashada akoshe baby. Woman say, Ejuma President Mahama Eyeno. Woman nya bibi on the best no. Grassroots, and this is grassroots buntia me. Ebama samu amyana meka. Eti se metu for amyana metu because ye nyina ye grassroots. Enya hwe kurase ye nyina ebre. Me so me nya appointment ni bi. Eti se me kasa at least I am one of you. Party one appointment. Anunti yan kase yan DC. Debi. Anunti yan fire John Mahama. Debi. Anunti yan gu John Mahama ni mase. Debi. Anunti yan titi yan DC mu. Debbie Otu Darko nya appointment eti onsi NDC in tuma fi hata bonten enya no ndo party no Debbie anuanom unu ya nya wo yonia tina medi kan bu bebi se tre ni tre enka enu nkyere se abonten sofo emefankodi. Never sing the praises of the MPP and never dance to the agenda they have started. Because the moment MPP will succeed to get the youth and grassroots of NDC disgruntled, two things will happen. Nyedi kan say President Mahama nyuma power ye nyina. Ye mabunu no. Any young grassroots no and kebedi ho dance here no. MPP will succeed from taking us away from the great songs we would have sung around the developmental agenda of the president. That's the first thing people achieve. Tell me, grassroots for tell me. We are dying. Well, we tell me also don't worry, you will come there. Don't worry. And from Kwame Nkrumah president, he cannot appoint all of us at the same time. And when you phone with Kasobo Jam, almost why dono, mebaho, but Udia Muntiam Yansa, Sergeant and went before Pesomino, and I'm Pessia, Sergeant. No. As I can say, and I'm Pessia, Sergeant and first. Not your Nimra also. You're going to say, Yanshia, it will be too late. Yanshia, they'll make us feel, say, you're unemployed forever, but we are only 1 year in office. Some years ahead. Obinyane de enra. Obinyane de enrechi. Obi ya ba mo no nyane de. Abi otu benyane de ene. Now, how are you not sure or sure say u benya de ochina? Eti misrawo. Say by God's grace na unya de ochina. President Mahama no a ene ebi dwene say ese ka adwenkyere no. NDC aban na ebi mu dwen say ese ka adwenkyere mo no. Sa bra no yen opportunity no ye be praise woman na yen kan hunu say sabra na ensam na ye kan ni nyina na gusu won tintan fidie so and the MPP will use against NDC. Me say this week, even on next week, I will take the opportunity and I'll be talking to you, my brothers and sisters. And like I'm saying, me not sure say Honorable Muntaka tan NDC for Pate, that man I have never greeted him before. He doesn't even know me. And but I don't even care if Muntaka knows me. But the point is that senior Ebimuyet say Muntaka tan NDC for Muntaka MP NDC grassroots assembly. Me am nwanwa kakra. Hey, obi ono abeye NDC MP. Na wa rise ya babeye Minister of State or a former majority chiefship in Parliament on the ticket of NDC. You think, say, Sabi, Onim Nyansa say, it was a push NDC for that. And don't forget, say, President Mahama even spoke time of opposition, say, NDC for me, the Mura soldiers, soldier, Mubera police, Musumu Ghana for, Mubeko custom, Mubeko immigration. Don't Abusiati. Yama abiding 4 years. This is even just the first recruitment. Now, Obranson, Yaboko Yanim, mistakes, you're corrected. Are you saying, says a mistakes be a scenario? What's no, and this will not correct. I'll come to how much forms from Sally any here, fire. And know there, I do not agree with the Ministry of Interior. I know there, I agree. I side with the grassroots. Say, so person for 5,000 forms, no, 10,000 pay. Who to me, 10 forms, 550,000. Who was my many 5,000 chrono. Because already you to need your I don't say to more. Me no tonje bidie. So can you imagine say me mama je bidie no awoton no a and mama me 220 Ghana cedis akoto forms. Mo ni some for 5,000. Mo so ma ton forms 550,000. How? Not as a 50,000 no could go 500,000 each no. Still 5,000 no current. So add the month for 50,000 pay. Add the month for 50,000 pay. So but I side with the grassroots. But some will make our own party unpopular. Young gunning free Sadiano. So we will demonize our own president, demonize our own government structure. Young Johnny Free Sadia no. Na sa abufoi, sa kronfoi, sa abayi dominic kabechire to me. 8 years ago, they don't have any moral right to criticize anybody in this country. You see, Adeba Kwesem who say MPP 4 set the agenda for the grassroots of NDC to follow. Nana Otu Darko me betranum. Na me can say grassroots for here and more na bibia genuinely they need it because omni say Otu Darko no on NDC bo. Otu Darko no on NDC ni. Otu Darko no to no ba NDC. But when me say na be krempo ni me say my occupy certain positions in NDC that me a former branch youth organizer. DC3B Kwabenya, go and find out. Me a former branch chairman, the same branch. Me a former co-opted constituency organizer, Domi Kwabenya. Go and ask from 2004, the Adama by Kobisa Adama, Honorable Adama Sodi Mutu Darko as parliamentary candidate. In 2008, Honorable Saba, Zita, Benson, first day friend of Kakui, and then Oya Benson. Me no ka say ono ye ambassador to UK. Kobisa ma me no kusu kasa. Kobisa Zita Benson say Nana Otu Darko. Wa ba kira the role we have played. In 2012, you the Honorable Karen Sofia Kwako. Ono ye former MP for Bom Damiabra. And that me no ka say you the Oslo. Oslo my country ni crowd saying. Norway. Ono ye ambassador to Norway. Omri ko the deputy to Italy and you the Norway. Na Kobisa. So some of us, we've gone through the thick and thin. In 2016, you're the one Nuruddin Mohammed and a buyer. Ne papa ne zongo caucus coordinator Sesia Alaji. Ne ba who am American. Then in 2020, you're the Honorable Eli Klim Akunugu and a buyer. She's the only candidate I am fighting here for her retention. I am retaining her. I'm for the first time in the history of Domi Kwabenya, what used to be MPP zone, you take over. Bro, we are all part of the grassroots. We have not been given appointment, but I'm saying that baby a can say a fire and penny for what you hire be. But mamu MPP before setting kwasi agenda be mine. Mamu MPP before setting kwasi agenda be mine. And but even academically, ebi mu nim say me a former vice president 10 University of Ghana. In terms of student leadership, my lead the University Student Association of Ghana. Look, it's not necessary. But the point I'm making is say, Sir MPP for agenda, no, we should not allow it to wash. Because omni bibia mbeti midi attack Mahama. Omni bibia once down omni koko asem omhwe akoko ni wu etien kofa recruitment. They started with Sami Jenfi. Adan wa kwacha grada $800. Dabio. Now since when ne be ye bone so bia ye dwuma te say Sami Jenfi no $800 no they check. Since when did this become a sin? But omunim say omu ya bufo omu ye wiem atumfo ewiem nkabechire tumi where Bible omu na o describe say enye ne honam na anya be wiem atumfo esum atumfo nkabechire tumi abaidom. Bible was referring to MPP. Omu ye nkabechire omu ye sum atumfo ewiem atumfo abaidom tumi. These are people who think they have the moral right. Kwame Akwaba na enenemu ye say dem ba mama tunu bia so akai on my account so abusua. So the point I'm making is that grassroots Mr. Munya Botre ati minua no Munya Botre we are going straight 4 years. Sample sebasa recruitment yo ma yempo bibia nse sample a abusua Munya Botre. There is another recruitment. And I'm sure, say, NDC itself will correct whatever mistakes, if there are, in these very ones. Munya Botre, I know, say, painful. Martina Fiache, there were promises. Bubenya Jumani Adie. Say, Abayano, I won the last year, and Yabeka say, Abayana failure. But Abayano won the first year, if not second. We can't conclude, say, Abayana neglecting. The point is that, baby a buying ye slow. What to say operation recover all loot. Ya back ya buy no. Ye nimbra grassroots for bre. And I am happy say na mini position na me no kasa because I come manya appointment and Quebec say no to that appointment inti. anoka. But where the look at that, you know the same thing. We did the same boss inside. No appointment. But I believe so much in the president. I believe so much in the party leadership. I believe so much in the chief of staff. Ministers, you know, I believe in people like Sami Jemfimuni Adia. I believe so much in those guys. So they are going to help us. Please, let us be patient. Let us be patient. And yes, sir, seminar yekano. Eno number botiai. Semure fia mekano. One of the reasons why Canada Japan entimen winning MPP. And somewhere Canada Japan can whilst defending MPP. Not defending NDC. Whilst defending MPP, the same words and NDC a boy in the 2024 elections. I don't know to that. And Mate said some grassroots folks can come by demonstration. Bra. Demonstration. Abutre. The reason why you think you're young fixing and telling is because Abino is doing so well in a short time. Because Anka Berakura, Anka Bainaba said that take you over. Anka by 6 months into 8, Africa na all your appointment, ever settled down. But President Mahama was in a hurry. Etu Obuajumantem, we believe Senator John Mahama, two can intermediate. Or Kwabias by now we should be fixed. I know, sir, we should be fixed. And I will always advocate, say you be fixing. But I'm saying, say, MPP a shed that question them a meeting, and I make it them. MPP a meeting, Miracles Abuajemo, I shed them a meeting, and my intercept meeting no mkoye and in say, almost set agenda. Pese NDC Mabrunu you to Nubufu, na Mubufua, Omashada ayusu no etia NDC ahead of 2028. Because mkoye meeting no, information mubinya and say Oma nyesa. Omunya bibi omudebe fighting against NDC because Ejuma Mahama no they can never fight him. It's one agenda no. And it's idea. The only thing about media fighting is say, yan should NDC grassroots na Ejuma no. Yan show mabufu, yan mbufu. Let's turn them against their own political party. Send the bear 2028. Omun konko bakura. Na ya kotuaba based on apathy. Then we take over. Na lie. Ensi ne ensi china. Eba no mwene eba no wo maso ne maso china. Let us be patient. Let us be patient. It shall be well. I believe in your cries. I believe in your cries. Minim se mi beautiful lines sesi akra. Bebre hon mu krampa. Wan hwe amobe kasa wosum. Ana esum. I know. Ahuchire bi mu na mu. I know. Sometimes the buhan man amote ana we hu way ana am an appointment. Sometimes I understand. But sometimes there are people a businessmen. Omu for politics. But whilst I am no sikako. Oh, and you one way pet and a deep power back. And sa ayana juma. And na yana juma. Eti yana juma. Yafru yana juma. Anyway yana juma. Then at the end of the day, not to me naba. So whilst you fix the grassroots, no. Certainly, that businessman ebi ono so edini sika kwa na judo so mo biada no. We had the say ono so e contract kakra. Na wetimi dia boa Ghana enkan kro ene ne nchechiye. But na me cannot say ebi obi kura hu no politics boda abusua. But ebi an your year okokuam no, you have no idea. There are certain people your mom appointment na eno de ntwa ye kura ye beka. But there are few of them we may not know them, but maybe what they did, you have no idea. In any case, me a very active Odome Kwabenya constituency. What they call Odome Kwabenya, and this in your name Odome Kwabenya no, and I don't know. Me a very active. Look, what they Kobisa chairman general said Dunkitia. I have emceed himself. I am very active in Odome Kwabenya constituency. But when I'm counting as here, but bia, minim obi Tamale Central. Grassroots muntie me. Obi so born home dey with Tamale Central. But onim Nana Otu Darko enye radio so ana TV so a Odome Kwabenya. Eti se Quincy Nana Otu Darko say my boy Juma my ho draw by now say my appointment. Otu Darko be hwa ne akoma obi ofri Tamale Central me hu ne da. Na me kase me ko apaya. Emfa kwam esan say e bia Juma me ye odo me kwa benya no. Enu bia no ye Tamale Central but me nim ni ntia. But e bia mpanimfo no de esan say they go around the 276 constituencies, they know the role individually they played. The point I'm making, ladies and gentlemen, is that as we advocate, say grassroots na ese hwe no. Ma NPP sebia omatwa to hɔ ne yɛmfa so. Ma NPP set agenda bia me yɛmfa so. Say grassroots criticize yɛn a okay. Because grassroots na the party ba power. It's any we penina grassroots criticize wa jetum because on of baby out here no as a minister enye grassroots na kanti wo. Even Yawra, President Mahama, and your grassroots no larger than continue. So President Mahama understand and feels the pains of the grassroots. Nanka, look, let me share that tape. In opposition, President Mahama can say, "Yaba power, police, soldier, why, grassroots de dimbeshim." I know, say, I'm from ye bebre. Meaning some who be na bu fool on this recruitment thing. Me time almost start AI why no. I didn't like the idea. But Mitia Muntakada who say it was also a way person mu use because in the pardon and apply. But and not justifiable, honorable. Say ni pardon na apply ya mudru mu cut off point and make so. Say nipa 5,000 and mopa, nipa 10,000 apply and not 20,000. And now the 50,000 make so. But some be tena honom na maje forms. Mako 550,000. Na mu wi am say mo fa nipa 5,000 there. Mivra. Say won put na wonya minister ne ana wo ye recruit for you can say applicant for bia mivra anka bu befu. It is a grassroots ne kan. It's not as if say bia one more time wana bibi ayo yaw anomde kasa. Ayo yaw anomde kasa. Ayo yaw anomde kasa. And empanyifo no a yenso ye wo grassroots say President Mahama am appointment. Yenso ye niama grassroots no. Abusia me come say in 2015 na NDC were power. In 2016 ye hwe NDC were power na yehu no. TME. In 2024 MPP be taking over. I am Mrenchu Asam. They were the party of the day. And yet, 1 year later, in 2025, you MPP before you. The fact is, in 2025, NDC bar power. Now in 2026, you enjoying we are going to stay in power forever. We can stay in power for a very long time if only we have a good relationship with the grassroots. And unti, Anna President Mahama, Amamu appointment. Mr. Ramo. Send you a bimu yeno. Monsumu nyanisa. Dano no me catch no area. You go to an office and it's like Obi abajika kramis. Hey, you go to Sami's office. Sami Janfi crowd the hospital. How do you tell Maklo? Chief of staff crowd the man kona be like Erikopoku. Charlie, these guys are really suffering. I know. And I know say some central many. But media, me focus on the MCs, ni DCs, you know. How are they creating jobs for the grassroots? I want to hear me. How are they creating jobs? There can be a policy, say, contractor, me ma contract now, making sure say ni panel out before my jumemo. 50% should be NDC people because they are Ghanaians and NDC for free Togo. There must be deliberate policy. So once we take care of Ghana, we take care of our people in Ghana to make Ghana better. But cannot say President Mahama intimi. President Mahama is only one person. Lordina Mahama ye nipa ba ko pe eden ya no metimi aye. Nyo metimi aye an say ene ye nya ye no yenso ye nya peseminkum nya. Amim ne yafa. Iti yenso ye be appointment. Na mo nso munya appointment na mabo afoforo. President Mahama, how will he know everybody in Dobe Kwabenya? So me a grassroots for President Mahama be day across the 276 constituencies. It must take the DCs, it must take the members of parliament. I know some members of parliament be brave, no meet my ebin so nyade. Mom yen kan okrentre damfo. I know say DCs ni MCs ni be brave bo adwuma ebin so mmadwuma yen kan okrentre damfo. I am begging us in the name of God. The most important thing I came to drum home. Then it's a mama MPP phone set agenda. Am I follow? Because you see an MPP ni share on be jinaswa campaign in the coming elections. Ne momu so mutimi ma yebufu a yenkoto aba ne kura. Wan agenda no. O mutimi ma yebufu a President Mahama Dwuma na waye ni nyina yenka ho asem kura. Ah na obuafu a ho kokan adwuma obi aye. Says it is psychological warfare. Ano mu project no se ni mu a. Psychological warfare. Kufuor kan. Some opposition. Na my proud general secretary. And now opposition national chairman there. And come my party no power. Na me nyemu messenger. But when I can't say. And Abushama, let me educate us too on something. Mr. MPs no. Any disease no. Mo ye frem mo mbetimi afa no. Se mo nya hwia mo mfa. Obi wo hono mo a enye sika. Se wa ye busy a, obetimi so dia ma wo pie. Ana so mo be frɛ bia omo ntro din wo paper so. Anwumere emiri ba mu a, pie no betima return. Nia wo hwɛ ye wankasa na ɛsɛ wo ka ho asɛm no. You attend to it. Nia PS betima ye ho adwuma no. They also attend to it. Because bi hono mo a, one ne very close. Onya power afɛ kra de. Won ka obi. And grassroots, one more thing. Sankamenya, one of these days, mon try some mobile ministries wo. Na mon kohwe or how ministers no be name. Obedru ho no no a day enipa salary no. Eti minister net wo oye meeting back to back. So ebeye day so be fa the phone. Eti I don't know, me ye grassroots so a make say my friend MP my friend minister ya so won fa. Enso na ebia adwuma na wo ye ontimi mfa. Eso sign contract. Eso ye meetings. Sometimes press or your board meetings. Any idea? Ebi obetu kwan akwamono ne akoye negotiations on behalf of Ghana for the sector. Any idea? Oh, I know sir. Ministers didn't be one day buapayo minimum. Ministers didn't be a buapayo papa. Etrimo dingalo. Minimum pa. MCs didn't be one more. Me ame yomedi. Go there, look, look, me yomedi cross na President Muhammad agena ho. Me mashad me ya list me be yin krofodi. Don't worry. There are certain ministers who are juma ya bebo mabaso. But me pa mo chow. Me nye sure say na muntaka rutu in NDC. He will hate NDC grassroots. I'm not sure. There's no way Muntaka will love MPP more than NDC grassroots. My only problem is that so when say omubefa 5,000 people 550,000 a dozen no do. I don't know. Eba ne sa obi be hunu ne se eyekro no. Eti mesro no Muntaka say ahobrase kwan so. Say possible next time no. Wo mu hunu cut off. Na nkwa sa ase ye pese ye send didi omu a enya dwuma no ho. Eba ne sa emfa ne onyam shemba. Because me think say enipa 550,000 apply. Ni ye me enipa 5,000. Dwuma na what kind of chrono is this? What kind of TV is this? Why do we do this to our youth? Now forms in the current yet free ana. Is it not possible? Kwam for forms no yet forms in free. It should be free. Yam fa. Even school fees crapo President Mahama afa for first year students. Now forms are very free. And I yet fa. If possible, the forms should be free. Etienne the forms no. Hey, ya news car, you disqualify. But you entra no more forms mako 550,000. You hear say many pa 5,000 adwuma. Look, and fa ho ne send ya obeka. Your church ne be hu say eye krono. You say wutu akurafo. Na wutu momonefo. Na asam no so akwai say be se paniko nu haban. Yata se ne banyansafum. Me ankasa I have been left in a fix. I have been left in a state of country. Sabi oka komunta kakakra no waka kakra so eso ye ni oka ko grassroots kakra no waka kakra esa grassroots they say kura mo se menya model kuruma eti my people me pamocho mo masumdwi ento but MPP agenda no one more set my and say enkodi so no de obia no obedi so ne obia ni so obe me say MPP me peni dia MP ni say forms na eton no calculate here no we 5,000 free mo ebeka 111 million NDC force should return it to applicant and the BBC say MPP was in power for 8 years forms no mo ton no e mo ahe no mo return my applicant and in any case even in NDC Muntaka made it open. John Mahama administration way omo open so obiet me apply MPP ube hu no mo training. Why we not in this country? Eti mo be another grassroots. Mo me kura the umbrella be say na ekura mu no. Nyame ka ta say it shall be well, I tell you. It shall be well. MC bi onya dwuma bia later ye the number beto o de wo be friend me say ye be bo na chia me nyina di. Near the papa ba obetwamo DC bi onya dwuma bia mo be friend ye be bo na chia me nyina di ye the papa ba obetwamo but we mu nyina me ye nya niam a be say NDC we nyina me ye nya niam be gu president Mahama ni mu ase because adwuma president Mahama ye no sa hodin we ya ye didi ya we pa na ke di promote a but ye mfa ye fumpan so nhia ban ohu eti be sramo abotre one him doom to a buameniento. Revolution has a long way to go, but has come to stay. Revolution has a long way to go, but has come to stay. Cadence may go, cadence may come, but the revolution has come to stay. Revolution has a long way to go, but has come to buy. Na MPs ni ministers and secretaries, munyina munsua ehiram. Eyiram your secretary ma honorable Amakofi Bua. That lady respect everybody. I am kra no musu sisen. MPs ni ministers e to no be kra mbom ni msa grassroots bi afrew. What did the pete krachi fa fere Ghana so obenya fie yinsu ntia wonso nso ngai. Eti eye secretaries no musu me ne mo kasa. MPs ni secretaries no. And your ministers ni secretaries ni PAs no me pamo chaw. Action be able take biano. It either affect the minister or the MP positively or negatively, and by extension, it affect NDC positively or negatively. How you talk to people who come to visit the minister or the MP or the DCE. Obuo kwanso you umbiti some obiti honorable Rekupoku. Very just say adibuo. And Kwame, there's one guy at Honorable Rekupoku's place. Let's praise that guy. Kwam. What are they saying? Yes, Kwam. Kwam who makes Kwabe fret. Oh, Honorable Rekupoku, a bodyguard, sir. Let's learn from these guys. Sanya Beya, Obin fa Omwebufu Enko Sai Minister. I can tell Abusianfo for free, say, Bebrea Yedra ministers, any. Omo kura appointment be bring na your PS and secretaries ministers and credit mo. Yeah, I'm telling you home no minister and you what did he say? Ya encrophobia ba me ya keka ya adwena kire omti wote wo ya fa ho abufuo na anim. You understand? So please let us be careful. I know, sir, some are making a difficult because look, sir, you know about campaign near dear now when it does so be, sir, a bedroom maybe potting, and it does so be with me free baby aba, maybe a 1 year on, and pupu be my. I understand the pains. I do understand the pains, but you should understand, sir, it be mun the first year. maybe you are in the second batch. Look, and you now so need to appointment. You want to your opportunities you be creating. Now, me person me sign advice say a young penny for no a work from no. A year say regional executives ne, constituency executives ne, DCs ne, MPs no me pacho. The Ejumawura policy, President Muhammad, the policies be briaba. How are we taking advantage of these policies? Say nebeya grassroots for no so ebiti menye Juma biaye. Ti say Ejumawura. So big push here. You see Ghana done a construction site. We can be deliberate and say contractor biya ye mouse contract oko road no. Obe fa nipa 100 and this year 40. Then this is for Ghana for. MPP did it for their people. In fact, MPP time, maybe I know this 50 years. Oko police, Muravi. Oko police. Tinya bibi anso nyanso ya ben father for all. So I Ghana ni no kwana yeje nkwa manenko. Eto da bi nkwa a skill. Obu ho no mu asabita frache. Onko classroom nkosu etuoto. Ba ne papa ko ahayo a oyobo obofo ba nto onim tuoto. Let's apply the person because of the skill and not because of the book. Adwene de adwuma. Na emomotuo ne ebekira oto. Oni pa kwinso ebofo ba deda. Oto onim tuo ito. So just polish the person. Enya bibia na book abusia. There are certain things you can do. Our books hu yakura. Aha, send yankwa say as a edru campaign. Eni kokurobuti bi yankoto. Edru adwuma afa ne yebe yim. Se kokurobuti we di enko school ni degree ni masters. So time no open vote to the one kase hu kokurobuti akọ school. Say nyema we nyina de wo yaw eba grassroots no. Eti honorable Muntaka media nke possible there. Can this process ni baby akwakoduru but ebia na nya possible ntia. But possible ni ebetima reverse bibi we mu pa dia. Media nka me advice no. Nanka ye nyamre enye review in this aptitude test. Mateti bebre bi mu say I answer 12 questions or 10 questions man pass it. But I did all obi answer 3. Wa pass it. Any sanya man. Say a possible sanke betima hold you on kakra before the medicals. No more a true ya fairly lot of them. To ya says when you fairly about 540 something thousand. As one form sikadie. In fairly ya just ho. Ah? And can possible. Let's hold on, let's review kakra. Oh, na edin current na see for 5,000. See any sika ye betuam car na say no say me no mentiase. I know see ba see be Ghana ye but abusuya Mr. Mo. Ye Ghana ye no. Ni ye consolidate ye base so. Because the same base and ye be here in 2028. The same base. The same base and ye be here 20 na bio na oni pa ko no wa makomado no 2028 to so any mo kwai campaign ah wo amen. Let's face it. Oh ma 1 main picture. Edu 2028 after sorry bra. Oh ma. And grassroots so tias here. Enyo bia na sabi obetimi any opportunity now. Enya possible. And also the living reality we must understand. Ebeba nka kakra. And if possible nka by now constituencies ni nyina my meeting. Ebi amajeje omo ye carpenters. Oma churo mu din no numbers. Omo ye mason. Ma churo mu din no numbers. Omo ye we ma churo mu din no numbers. And the constituency chairman now so nam. Okwa no agberu kupoku kakra ho okwa no agberu kupoku ho kakra. Anye bia betima konya 2 slot bi. Wakwa no abamu ntaka ho. Ebi abetima nya 2 slot bi. Wako this. Eti as constituency chairman obaba fie no. Anya kura na kura be 100 slots. 100 slots no enfa one family. There were a lot of branches in the constituency. And there were wards. For instance, do me kwa binye 10 wards. It is all 100 branches. Every ward beyond 10. Every ward beyond 10. So that at least they will also see what this thing is doing. But see, you know, your position, your executives, but we are not moving now. Your people will certainly not feel the impact of the government. And our party may set in. Our party may set in. Because I know people are baby 220 cities cut off forms. You have no idea. We are will be a failure personal. But even in the universities, or a lecturer, now when you mass failure, you are questioned. It's a honorable Muntaka lecturer. And we know the universities are like you'll be questioned. So why this mass failure? But of course, I understand him because Uti and Sam also Kanwa was it they needed about 5,000. They needed about 5,000. But 5,000 no. I have a camera into this way. They needed about 5,000. But 5,000 no swa. Omu here no. And also na kwa watch bidding. Many one of the applicants. Uvia na kwame me producer swabum on that. Many one of the applicants aiming komo for this recruitment exercise. Obechle the processes will go through. Baby you could drew ye. So I qualify you, so I qualify you. Or meme yati say bibi nti yem fa ne din entuja. Bibi sunti yem fa nanim enso emma. Opanyi yem wakwaba. Na me patron pomboko. Yehowa dum. Me patron who apply biana.
Yes, I've applied some.
Who apply bi? Any na apply.
I've applied for the Ghana Immigration Service and then Ghana Police Service.
Okay. Who apply Ghana Immigration Service?
Ghana Police Service.
Ghana Police Service. Steps ben aya mukum. Steps ben stages near then. So who apply we are?
Yeah, about the steps. Yeah.
What the tree?
The tree.
Yeah, you tree fa. Steps ben.
First steps.
Okay.
Call body selection and then.
Okay. So before the body, online application the chassis.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Online application.
Okay. That was why your document.
Now
complete.
Now your document.
Okay. Into you know now.
We online application now. We call documentation and then body selection.
Okay.
So new year, no aptitude test.
Okay. All right. It's online application, you know, or completing successfully.
Yes.
Very well. Then the next step was documentation.
Yes.
And also now you're successful. Okay. Then the next step is body selection. And we're saying
successful.
And also who qualify. Yeah. Okay. And I feel about aptitude test.
Aptitude test. No?
And I'm not sure and also who you're successful.
Oh, I know they are.
You're disqualified. What I don't want to mention exams.
Exams in the mature. Me kura minimum say 100% in me.
Would you say unya 100%?
Yes.
But you're disqualified.
But I'm more disqualified me.
How many questions? And you're the man Musa answer.
You were category A, category B, category C.
I don't hear that there.
That's the categories they have put us to write the exams.
Until now, what category saying?
Name what category A.
Category A.
You see MVTI.
NVTI now they apply.
Yes.
Now we apply for driver session.
Yes.
And now kopama there. And now they now him na besura.
Me person call driver.
And I don't know I do driver's license. Now we upload the license and
yes.
So you uploaded the license. Yes. Certified license from DVLA.
Yes.
Emuye.
Dabi. Me kora me was ha no.
Oh ha. I know the main because me person be who anim. Bibia enti na document we here gina so bibia correct.
Media account.
Wow. Because make us cultural exams in the by now so yami adum we dey qualify near there.
Before I start I went and do all the body selection and the documentation. Now me were past questions be brave a woman can. Me koya no so ni nyina so wom. Me koya ni nyina so wom. Na questions me be no me first question. Na your bonus question mom.
That is any also past question na usua ni nyina na buy no.
Oh, na 6 questions and also 30 questions per.
Hey, 30 questions here per.
Yeah, MVT ni NAPTEX. Okay. That's the train men side.
Wow, 30
yes.
questions.
On my 30 questions.
Okay, some of the questions. And
yes.
a bit to say, you be south.
Oh, now let me say
like, randomly. Don't go
randomly. Yes.
Question be okay.
Yes. They were asking me which year did Ghana police establish?
Yeah, I'm establishing that. Okay, idea.
Yes.
A year, babe.
It was 1994. Yes. No, 1894.
1894.
Yes, please.
And to now choose 1894. No?
Yes.
Wow. Now, I don't pen a car now.
Oh, they were asking me. They give me some math question, logarithm.
I am a math. So.
Yes. The questions was objectives. Yes, it was objectives.
Not wrong.
Oh, not that. I said the questions. If they give me today, physically, and somebody will mark it today for me, I will get the 30 questions.
So you think that if you challenge the police service or whichever security service,
yes,
and they remark
my thing, I will get the 30 questions.
You get 30 all.
I will get the 30 questions all. My past questions are still there with me. When I went and do my exams and came, it was there. Me hours.
Wow.
Me hours.
But it me who what you say? It's so let's assess the emotional part. Unim say what 30 questions.
Yes.
Like you said, these are bonus questions.
Yes.
Yes. So be a portal now. Say, oh, so you are right. 1894 now, I'm establishing Ghana Police Service.
Yes.
All right. It will be a portal now. You thinking?
Yes.
What we need? What was it? What pass it? No, but you saw you were disqualified. What happened?
Before my BA no my days on my results no. Category A. On my 4th to 5th. Category B. On my 6th to 7th. And a category C on my 8th to 9th. But median, like they should have opened it the 4th to 5th, but they didn't open it. They rather bring it to the category B, the last day of the category B. No, be around midnight, 11
yes
p.m.
In fact, all the no put there. Which of the stages now? Okoya, na say eba, ba na and my. Which of the stages?
That was the exams. During the exams, when I went and opened my portal,
na my.
Na exams ni me call last day me ko chroy.
Eti Dana Otu na unu anu match exams na wi.
Oh no, ebi mu chroy. No, ebi mu chroy.
Wow.
Yes.
So you think that you have been treated unfairly now?
Yes.
I think the entire makers say there are times he was school.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. Say true exam na we both around. So we had A, but senior F and A. Oh, the lecturer gave me E or F.
Oh.
Failure the lecturer gave.
Yes.
But victory we gained. Any idea? Ebia, you might think so, Troy, but don't
yeah. This one, I let me say I cannot boast much.
Oh,
but when you call back of my junior high teachers and my senior high teachers, they will testify for me.
Wow.
They will testify for me.
Wow. Oh, forms not one saying.
Me to 2 forms no 442 C's.
420.
42 C's.
Oh, form no 100 cities.
Yes. If forms ne back 220. What
okay, 42. 400.
Yes, 400. Me to police and immigration.
Oh, that back 420. So 440 cities.
No, back 220 cities.
And me 440 cities.
Yes. What online the 4 city back on. But post officer. Obeton 220.
Very well. Eti we know aptitude test we know. Yes. Which of the sessions now we who test no? Is it the immigration or the police? Or military? Now they need
yes. If you pick 2, if you pick 2 or the 4 of them,
yes,
they will give you only one questions to write. If you write for police, then you write for all the services. If it happens that you pick the 4 services, you will be writing one exam for all.
Wow. Now, one on crop when be so exams ni be heading come.
Yes. A lot of my friends called me. They were complaining that they couldn't end their exam successful. But later on, one of my guy called me that when he went to write his exam, he write about 15 questions and a camera capture him, then submit his questions. But he couldn't go to write. But later when I called him, he told me that he has passed his exams. And I say, why? Me that went and sit and write. I write my questions successful, submit my questions. Now somebody write it and the person get a 65% pass. By me that write my questions and sit down, then go through, then submit my own. I couldn't pass the 30 questions.
That's out of 30 questions.
Or 15.
AI no capture no.
Yes.
We will come to that thing itself and how you fare with the machine.
Yes.
Then until submitting 15 questions.
I know no kasa na submit questions nkura.
AI na best.
AI ni submit.
Until I just say when you ask questions no.
Oh yes.
Okay, no he went home thinking say where the amfa.
Yes. Median hours.
So you went home knowing safa.
Yes.
No, you disqualified.
Yes.
But no frail
qualify. So I was wondering why. And then that I just consider and say, then this with their AI, they couldn't mark. They just fetch people, then pass them, then leave others.
I don't think so.
Because if somebody could, if they even taken the 60%? How will that person who write the 15 questions? Yes. Nami chere obi a what 15 questions. Otiminya 65 pass mark no.
Okay.
But obi a what 30 questions no. Ontiminya.
Oh, but logically you can have 15 well answered questions and you can have 30 wrongly answered questions. So logically the fact will be answer 30 questions in Chile say, I mean, the person has qualified. I don't know if you understand me rationally.
Yes, I have understand.
So you have 100 questions.
Yes.
100 questions, you know. My answer 100 nina.
Yes.
But they be 80 wrong.
Yes.
Obin so quiet no. When me answer 100 no, when me answer 50. But they be 50 nina right. Are you saying say because you answer 100 nina, but 80 wrong no, you should qualify over the other? Is that the point?
That one too couldn't happen.
It couldn't happen.
Yes.
So how do you feel right now?
For me, dear, this one, I think, is because of the huge number of applicants that apply the thing. Yes, because my juniors are my test here.
Okay. Hold on.
Yes,
me papa and komo. He has so much experience in these things. I'm over the phone lines now. You're Richard Kumodo, ending komo fraud and security expert or a consultant. In fact, me only meaning the title because he has done it all. He has seen it all when it comes to security and international matters. So young corner papa MY on these things. Honorable Yamu Hanso. Yo, na mpacho impombo ko.
But except say o frame on abra na me ye ma shi me because that no ava yes and way.
I agree, but the word connotes certain excellence.
I agree. I give up. I give up. Yeah,
that's right. Now, Wadamo, Papa, you person boy kakra on this application security. Recruitment ni adie no ho nsensem wa ba papa menim se wonim bebre fa ho ba kwa beto dwane se ohwe number of people apply around 550,000 or more and yet nipa ye form no kura very infinitesimal applicant bebre so acquire aptitude test no so kire se so ma pass pa ba enso so a o ma fail ebi mo antimi antro based on the microphone wa kan and yet those are the people o ma qualify any adie. Now, yetie Minister Muntaka no so kire say ombeye no continually every year be befa enti omunya botre and yes, you for we for OBBA beam. And again, nipa ne dawson. So certainly you also need an avenue with the best semina there. Sir Okabom now TB free moi. About say and seminal yatasene say.
And what can number 5? And should I answer all of them?
About flow.
Okay. And the first one here, huge numbers now I apply. What it means is that one, security agencies now very attractive. Every young person alcohol. Number 2, young people want to run away from the harsh realities of being a young person without job. And so discipline environment. And obia pesa alcohol. Then number 3, obia paid job. And so security agencies you are sure say at the end of the month ubenya will salary. Then number 5, ebi mu a call any some and many people want to go there to off kakra. Then number 5, unemployment issues are those to be brave. And see the for person cohort. And see that is the first one. Now seba nipa try exam. Every recruitment procedure here for. First one better form and also fill form. Now you can say don't let politicians sell the form, but they will not listen until they are selling the form. Until you get the form manually or automatically. Now second phase is call for document examination. It can be done manually and also automatically. Automated your digital platform. Then third one is aptitude test. Aptitude test not to meet run manually. Which one manually and somebody has to mark the script. We know remotely and I say on a digital platform. Other say recruitment agency number creative platform to say White Hall and I say Legon University campus. Now applicants now because a computer based test and you feed the computer now with a lot of questions, general questions. 2 people can sit at the same place but they will answer different questions.
Oh, okay.
Which one is one of the way and answer remotely in your office or in your house. Now you see laptop and answer phone now they are true. Because they are very competitive in it, the best part is you see digital platform and submit their results and answer score need to come. The last stage in here vetting. And a vetting is very important. A true vetting first one your background check, 2 year interview, 3 year medical. Almost in year training at the same time and answer one after the other. Meaning this is the procedure that is adopted not just by the security agencies but all other corporate places environment, recruitment and other employment. In our case, a true aptitude test, mistake, you have a results number, a resist suspicion, a resist fraud, a resist inconsistency. Now, a do the last place for vetting. Started vetting, and I mean it's about the kanyama or kanyana. And yes, coherent, and yes, consistent with the standard procedure.
Okay.
That is where the trouble is. Then again.
No, before you move on, but educators, inconsistent with procedure.
I can say, so many people, 105,000 people have qualified. No more medical, you better 5,000.
Yes.
That is problematic. 5,000 now, you better no only moment.
That be.
Meaning, some medicals nyama to me pay free them. That's what you said, no nyama pay.
No correct.
So why are you saying that?
Is it that number not finding this one?
Hold on. Nipa now also 105. Omo medical. So only 5,000 person omo medical. Now I don't know about nipa 105 so omo medical. Only so on form.
Oh, okay. I understand. Yeah.
Na sa wo fa nipa 5,000 omo koye medical nyama pia nipa na opa ma omo no konya mo na nipa 5,000 na ofa ya wo be can say you shouldn't have even used the name of the president. Wo be can say president say omo ya medical via, then they will be giving preferential treatment next year. Then the boys are saying then why did you fail us at the aptitude test stage? You see where the anger is coming from?
I'm getting the anger now.
And to me, look at it this way. When they say military for, they are not under Ministry of Interior, but they are doing recruitment.
Yes.
Did you hear any trouble? When they say BNI, they are not under Ministry of Interior, they are doing recruitment. Did you hear any trouble? It is the involvement of the minister. He has given political ammunition to his political opponents who are masquerading as wise people who have solutions, but they don't, because they bastardized the system before this new minister came. And they are spinning it all over the place. They are using the word AI. There's not an AI. A computer-based test.
Okay.
They started through test with God knows how many years.
Okay.
Because almost the AI ban typically to create a problem for the minister because AI has two vulnerabilities. One, your manipulation. Number two, your dotting. But minister no kokasaya when we said don't speak. So many, and this is where we are with the recruitment procedure. It's not anything so difficult. Minister can say the police want to take 3,000. Are you saying say the police council we have today, together with the police management board, they cannot recruit 3,000 people without the involvement of the minister?
They can.
Minister Kofa, digital platform guy be buyer. All they are doing is to provide digital platform. Don't the IT people at the police headquarters have a superior idea, a superior platform to create that thing without human interference? Who is going to pay for that platform? Is it going to be coming from 229 guys? You see the platform now, and I said government is going to pay, and I said the agencies are going to pay when the agencies did not ask for this particular platform. So you see where the issues are coming from.
Wow.
The can say, you see politics. Let's take the police. You say the police is going to employ 3,000 people. Tell the police that you want to give 1,000. The police should give 1,000 to politicians. The police before the 1,000 more. The 2,000 can police bet you 6,000 to recruit people with specialized backgrounds, media, lawyers, accountants, doctors, psychologists, cyber crime, crime scene investigators, risk management, intelligence officers. 1,000 can police can say yeah 500 man more general knowledge. The last 500 no yeah more political godfathers and political godmothers. You'll be fine. There will not be any trouble. The minister created the problem. He bastardized the process, and that is why we are calling on him to keep quiet. Number one. Number two, to leave the space for the agencies to do the recruitment. Then number three, he needs to resign.
Muntaka needs to resign.
Exactly, because he created a major mess.
Which messes?
The security recruitment.
Wow.
It's a huge mess. If I tell you the implications of Nyamana or Kawon, you'll be surprised.
So where are we dotting the I? Say, in a padomo more apply and yet very few and the opportunity. And now the halabaloo around it.
To be telling it. It's not your business to be getting involved in recruitment.
Oh,
you have an oversight over policy review and policy initiatives and political representation. Operation is not under your command and your control.
But he's the sector minister.
And that is what I'm telling you, the responsibility of the sector minister. Your roles and responsibility is for policy review, policy initiation, and political representation, and not operation. Recruitment is an operational issue. It's not your responsibility to be telling us how much government is spending and how many people are going to be recruited. Now there's trouble and you are running away where? Will it not be better that the agencies should do the recruitment? Then when there's trouble, you, the minister, will come and take the glory for you and your ministry and your government. And now, who create problem? Where are you running away to? And who's going to do the cleanup?
In all these things, at the end of it,
I'm just telling you the things. Let the minister shut up. Let the minister leave the space for the agencies to do the recruitment. Let the minister resign, and let the minister and the whole government carry the lessons from today to next year. Minister it's not coherent. It's not consistent, and it's not aligning with the expectation of the applicants. It's unnecessary.
Yo. Now, me patrol. I don't see a better advice, Akra. Na ebi mo susu say him see abefa nipa 5,000 anka yenya cut off point o baby and I say enkrofo apply kra no mudru baby no mhunu say wo baby ye dru ndie ebi yenya be say 15,000 and out of that 15,000 no you bet me nya mu 5,000 kenru but say ye tena ho ma ye fa 550,000 forms na yet omo ye be form krampo enso ani no I don't know. At the end,
number one, anything I can say, don't sell the form because almost top form. What expenditure has government made? Unim say all the major countries in the world and the troubles they have is because they involve third parties in their security environment. So the minister go for third party ni buyer. It's an say I have background checks on the third party by the BNI and the police, and I have man to go ahead and meaning how many people have applied to the military? Do you know the total number of people the military is employing? Meaning, do you know the number of people who have applied to the BNI? Do you know the total number they are employing? Has there been any trouble in the media space? Because of the minister. You have political risks. So you watch yourself and you watch the things you say. Today you've given political ammunition to your opponents who are bastardizing you, the whole process and your government. Who is going to sort it out?
And not just say they take away you want to say forms in free. And they disqualify our forms one talk.
No, it's one of the things we have been saying for many years. Ask yourself, what expenditure has government and care? Has government and care any expenditure? So from normal printing here online. Verification, examination of documents, say guys need to call you by themselves. Aptitude test, government did not create a centralized school. Guys now they use your data, Detroit, and
no correct.
So what expenditure has government and care? And the MPP government did the same thing. You guys are also doing the same thing. What is the expenditure party?
Very well. Now, MP before Ref Papedi in Parliament and a host of others, let's say, Omia calculation, what's 5,000 on funny free more? About 111 million, if not 130 million.
No,
backlog.
You said 500,000 people have applied. So if you multiply 500,000 by 220, you are getting more over 100 million Ghana cedis.
Exactly. So they are saying say 111 million. No? Quebec, you know. I buy no same farm applicants. No, but being so
we are not taking advice from MPP people. They have no wisdom in their head. They are the ones who bastardize the system.
What's the MPP before any wisdom in their head? Oh, you didn't say that?
No, those. Sorry for that word, but those speaking. Do you want to take wisdom from them? And they know the one who bastardized the system.
That is true. I will not take wisdom from them.
In their time, the things they did. Is this something you want to go to them and say, give us advice?
No, I will not go.
Exactly. But because Mutaka opened up his mouth and did all these things, today he's giving them ammunition. And look at some of the things they are saying. AI, Ponzi scheme, scam, and all that. Look at the people speaking, my brother.
It's in the crack right saying.
Let the minister keep quiet. Let the minister get out of the place and let the agencies do the recruitment. Let the minister shut up. Let the lessons they learn carry them to next year. Because I've just told you, said, the agencies that are not under the ministry are doing recruitment and it's not creating problem. So the benchmark is there. They can learn it from it and let go. Because the boys name himself, it's not everybody who applies who can be taken. But it's problematic.
About
Thank you.
My certificate na MIU.
The book Bebrel, now the certificate now.
Oh, Papa, can be you na kia 101
Remember, one of the days, remember. I live in the village. It's far from where you live.
Anyways.
Thank you.
Anyways, you're Richard Kumado about fraud, security, international relations. Senema no want to see pa and your calling change say your kwakusu de kakra ne say what eti me guess abanti ma menu wie na fi ye guess no ni nkomo okay Nelson Noble Ame Dowonu, is that right?
Yes, Ame Dowonu.
Esquire, private legal practitioner or a member NDC legal team. Sanso ana me bra aba divine nkruma senior mind on the because we can change appointment and kwanso ba divine the badwuma pa you hear him so say Samson Asaka Winkobet or your national chairman PNC and Abdullah Sakra Hassam me bra so ba national communications team member for the NDC away hey nasa be do me Bra, let's finalize it. So you can also join the feed. Diana Baka, messages of the radio. Alaji Baba Uma, and then messages in the says, "I'm much sad for I'm see you made." So my guests are in, but Ansana Bekon so utie the security expert near there. But the minister is also giving assurance in phases. And when you're the first and last recruitment, and there are other recruitments.
I disagree with the minister.
No, but I'm not talking with you, Chairman.
I disagree with the minister.
I'm not talking with you, Chairman. So, Chairman, you hold on for me. What do you say? Minister Sabotre.
Yes. What I seen is that what the minister did is not fair.
Minister, no?
Yes, it's not fair.
And you're fair.
It's not fair.
On why then?
Because if you know you are to recruit 5,000 people, you shouldn't have sold the forms more than half of billion.
Okay. Now I had no na Kwame. But I research, ma'am, says here. You see this NPP people, Makasa Bibrino. When you research, ma'am, and I hear from 2016. Forms do send on Mutoye, in the part do send on fire. Then they can come to the field of argument. Because in all consistency, tongue forms be brave, and yet they pick very few people.
Yes.
So they cannot be holier than thou now. To think say, and this in the buy no matter phones be brave, and yet on my fan for 8 years no crampo not recruit me yet. Come, but just research the mammy. Not young fan on to the no big tier one say. And this buy no as your tongue forms be brave, near any packet to be. It's been there conventionally. Even though I don't agree.
Yes.
Me I pledge say. I beg your pardon. I please say forms be free. To me, disqualify.
Yes, I decide. If you want to serve the nation, they could have always called for those who, if you want this service, like if you want Ghana Police Service, you come. They will go and pick random number of people.
Okay.
Come and train.
Okay.
Those who will maintain the faith.
Then they pick them.
Then they'll pick them.
So the point is that. But then also, we should say possible because then you are talking about say 500,000 people.
Yes.
Anyway, and I bet much from across the country.
Yes.
Out of the 500,000, be fit,
Yes.
Yes.
So, those who will be able to do the training.
Finally, sometimes too, I am tied to the purse of the country as well.
Yes.
The finance ministry and so share the bottom say Ghana and so sika to pay when they roll you people out. It is sometimes you're bastardizing Crawford, but the external story no a financial ties.
But that one, if you're a youth and you want to serve the let me say the country as a security agent, you shouldn't go to buy phone.
It should be free.
It should be free because you are proud of fighting for your nation.
That's what they're crying. They don't see your forms. Martin, your last words. Your last words. Maybe you have any appeal to the minister with you.
To me, I will plead on the minister that what he did, he should really think about it, so that next year, let me say the following years come, he can reshuffle those who are not able to get. Right. But me, I will not give up when I get chance to serve my nation.
So next year you still apply.
Yes, please.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Not at all. Thank you for being my guest. Into a applicant, he went through the application, documentation, body selection. Then he got to the aptitude test. Until pass with your medicals, then maybe he'll get enlisted near there. Set medicals in there the last point.
Yes.
The better luck next time. Why? Be very fine. Grassroots form, so Charlie. Be very fine. Well, come. Yes, say no command na mo be ko break preko. Ko mu yini mu komo na ye de no mo si ko break ma yen ko preko. Abusia mo ma yen ko break ye ba na ye din komo uninterrupted. Stay on.
Brush your teeth every day and night, up and down and all around, brush like feeling bright. Brush your teeth, brush with mom and dad, underneath and in between, brush the germs away.
Pepsodent, cavity protection
for 10 times stronger teeth.
This advert is FDA approved.
Give us P capsules. A memedry. Manum bia ye benmemua. Kani metutu ya na minkuma bua sese die. Metro esa kum menia G. Give us P capsules. Give it to me, baby. Give us core capsules so e.
Emane meme nyina akoko yade. Sisi yade amamanya yem timotete womo no. Yedru no. Manum bi amama de me ho.
Give us core capsules.
I give it to you, baby. You give it to me.
Oh yeah.
Hey. Give us no. Amen ni jia bebusuamu papa. Give us P capsules.
Ememe wadi infiedu watwede kronkwan na efa.
Give us core capsules.
Apemfo abatra wo mo manufo ne nkwada wo ne infiedu mienu nka ho. E wo drugstore bia motufo nko. Give us herbal center. Teshi mobile. And Teshi Aduami. Phone numbers 0543 222 470 and 050 68
FD ahwehwe saa ejedi nkrato yi mu agye atomu se eye.
Hey, say the Mako who our Greenfield Scientific Herbal Clinic no. Me who credit me. Say enunti no manya award wa. Eya world best. Obian transe Emma Dumpem ya de. Ka say anase me boya de enkan to dem bio.
Greenfield Scientific Herbal Clinic. Esta nyarwan te se. Ne ekuro etu no. Ne enkan ewana num. Oba na be mo pa wo. Ene enyarwan kaye.
Nansi ama me ka say ene spinal cord ho ekaye no. Greenfield ada romenti ene wasa so de gina na so ebiem.
Greenfield Scientific Herbal Clinic. Our ultra modern laboratory and a diagnostic machine sir. Ahwehwe di pedua di mu ankasa. Greenfield Scientific Herbal Clinic. Ewa Nungwa Dogon Estate Junction. Last stop. Fre was 0243 983 906 and 0261 651 898.
Greenfield.
God is our healer.
Greenfield.
Your last stop.
I believe. Yes, in Sasinabo, yes, Abba.
Yes, Abba.
Afizi, Obiaba Tomato Assassin. In Sasa, nobody the foam. Unknown na Benji Estate and Investment Limited. Okofaba. Was a Bragana for you, Nara. In Sasa, Langat Sam for Sambia Renew. Atoya. Within 2 weeks. Clear your own papers near Zama. Sasa Papa Gugu Baby today. Tropoli, Apo City.
Central University near B5 of the Flower Road. Shy Hills. Afienya To Estate.
And Ambiambia Bebre. In Sunan Kania. Are available. Yes, Assassin. Oil litigation free and not secure. At Tonsasina, not 2 weeks. Ya hon krata near Zamo.
Aha, miatova, Mr. Kokwe, Nella Nibanio Dinafle. You can yagade Kamalongo, Langade Nyade Kamalongoa, Kejababana Dota de Benji Estate and Investment Limited. A Fimania Anibanyo Kata Dume.
But Muslim Kanwe, not Josie, not for one main office. Our Tama Community 25, opposite DPS International School Junction, off Aplau Road, Fresh.
0555-229-909 and 0248-780887.
Benji Estate and Investment Limited. And Sasi for.
Fellow Ghanaians, are you aware of any wrongdoing or irregular occurrences in any public institution? How can you help the Auditor General make the public institution accountable? The Auditor General and the Ghana Audit Service invites you to engage with him through the Citizens Eye mobile application. We are all encouraged as concerned citizens and non-citizens to report the suspected cases of poor service delivery, mismanagement, abuse of government property, fraud, wastage, and other irregularities to the Auditor General through the Citizens Eye mobile application. Reports captured from this app will inform the Auditor General on which areas of public service delivery requires his urgent attention, corrective actions to be taken to stop irregularities before they escalate. Your identity would be protected always. The application can be downloaded on Android and iOS devices. You can also access the application on the internet by visiting www.audit.gov.gh. The Citizens Eye mobile application is powered by the Ghana Audit Service with support from German Federal Ministry for Economic Cooperation and Development and Swiss State Secretariat for Economic Affairs, SECU, through GIZ. Citizens Eye, speak up. Your silence may hurt us all.
On Accra 100.5 FM, yeah, Kaja Kumabe, your fire crado, we are ready. See about serving Ghana, but yeah, come say and Sassano, you go so to hard builders say or the Mamu Fala, out to 50%, about 6 months. Not near Canina, Dawa, Luchibue, Ubenyabu, Shy Hills, Ningu, Chopoli, Misrao, we no longer send so service plots, ye come, in so or so, I feel so electric. Asasi we dear, a hunia sem, Tikoko Pibi. Na kowenim 0241 665200 0241 665200. Sanso ana snit se menka mo se say nkura mpodi ade no kura easy. Wahu first na you go into their fiscal structures near ade. They say on the banks be saying akapam ho amu yadwuma to say GCB Eco Bank, Fidelity Banks and some other banks. So for instance, oko GCB banker akosombo branch, so gakope branch, Winneba branch, ubenya snit for ewo bank ho na no medin kita ho. Eco Bank so Quarter Main, Ring Road Central Accra, Tamale branch, hono so betimenya snit no medin komo. Then Fidelity Bank so ya shase okay tia markets to drew ketia so betimenya snit for na no medin komo na say renewal of pension certificate and now register members and employers and now pay updates or personal records so and maybe I think a person process will snit benefits one premium so person process here don't so and I be here at the same be for social security retirement planning be and general inquiries be so branches here maka ho asemi umbetimi abo snit will deliver on our promise. Don't tell us on the former chance so you draw and you buy a bubu be kama into garifi ahoden wom we hear say yakasa no moja ni die fusani ewe nipa kwa mu nti yade we ya bono bongarat misraw typhoid fever na say kidney infection hepatitis B and abnormal pain STDs and not chest pain and now then a high blood pressure misraw a bad breath ulcer diabetes crew and also prostate enlargement and liver infection and HIV asthma ovarian cysts fatigue or lungs infection and or cancer na fe na ahase ebia wo sickle cell anemia patient bi and wabo wa ache unyamwa and na say be a heart related disease a drug no an maboso no T74 container 74 mixture 0246073498 0246073498 me can also say me choose car na me choose ye *850*5# but your phone nabo na follow prompt no ubenye sika buchu *850*5# u follow prompt na sika be go phone so sesia. Now yengram na yenin komo I think that the biggest story is the recruitment and of course the irregularities are Auditor General also a fashion out meaning so being so Ghana 69 candia but otherwise the two major important stories about the recruitment process now.
Bobusia as a minister, when you know that you were looking for only all the sector, the 4 sectors under you, get for 5,000. Enter the boy and be so no. Papa be so or your papa. Say, why do you sell the team more than 135,000? And I was 100 say.
I'm on 220. Back to 220.
That means me see the number of applications over
550,000.
Huh?
And 50,000 plus.
500. They recruit and report to him, and you go and brief the president. What happened? And not intend to be a PRO. Because he has created problem for all of us. You know how many people have reached out to me and say they've disqualified them. They are pending. They are. Do you know some people are still pending? Are you aware? Yes, a bit named by a Kim.
And Kim, where my
a Kim.
And Kim,
because already they've told you the number they want. So it's a deliberate attempt.
Anyway.
To deny people Ghanaians. But let me say, he should refund the people money back to them. Because if you know very well that you are taking only 5,000.
No.
If you know very well you are taking 5,000, the police.
National chairman.
The Interimism is not the grain, it's not a revenue institution to be generating taxes there.
In the first place.
You spoke of IGF. You spoke of IGF.
In the first place, I agree, Kurampo say, forms no crash should be free. But you see, I sense hypocrisy when a national chairman of your repute make an argument, say, in as much as I chemistry with my brothers, say we should return the forms. And I'm saying,
I didn't return for. I said the money.
The money. And I'm
people
saying,
even went to the system.
Since when did we know?
There was,
say we return money.
Listen, there was a public cry that people opened the portal and they couldn't do anything. So is it their make? Such a person is scratchy. Is that what you are telling me? Is that not hypocrite? Is that not hypocrite that Obia or Tauform no? Which you got Obia the Nania close it? There was a public cry.
There was
a public cry. That one, why don't you call for? You are a double hypocrite, not me. You are the double standard person, not me. Bibiara o tie me. Omo nim say aba saka o kan no correct. No credit I say nim say.
No credit the yes o kan. But can no cry.
Entik who have no can.
Man look send this by na say.
Who have no catch me no mutakani. Me say who have no catch me. No who mutakani no so o kan anokra so catch no say. Ampa
police service and immigration service. We have basic skills and I say basic requirement say we meet and sana on bet me recruit too. In this one meeting that basic
but they have
requirement.
Those basic requirements.
Yes, what's that basic requirement?
Basic requirement they have it.
That be but sir papa na obaha this afternoon. Sir papa na obaha this afternoon. What find out did you take him through that basic requirement test? Medicals, no medicals, no a medical doctor.
Oh no, some medicals that fit on bayo.
Yes, I know my
aptitude test no medru. That's the level.
Aptitude test.
They are yet medical.
Medical someone
yes, in the professionals no me aptitude test. When I'm say that be say see and here UN standard. UN standard. What do I say?
When campaign no akamba ko because say you voting we na obi ba ka say papi baba obo no one day.
Lawyer.
One day.
Lawyer, tell me your campaign.
Sa no catch am.
I don't need you pass the young say
hey, lawyer, where you? Now umba frɛ.
You better US standard and then what's it
yeah, some standard, basic standard. You can be equated into the public.
Okay, but so me my quick advice is this. My quick advice is this. I mean I'm not Muntaka, but I'm telling you, if I'm Minister for Interior, 40% NDC4. I understand say when it comes to security services, may and politicizing.
Yes.
But yeah, then every people and until they do elections, NDC Breno. Go police for this soldier for no, you do more polling stations. There are no
million people. I apply some pejuma womu. Uyamu show. Say, nipa youth umebunu ati echire. And almost 1% jumano. And look at the caliber of people, the category of people. Apply, and some of them. It's because they are unemployed. They are either underemployed. And I say, baby, they are looking for permanent. I'm say, I'm buying sector and the old remua. And their job is guaranteed. Then they can look at the mindset. Me say, assembly. Yes, yes, solve. And yes, I will be capacity aptitude. Will be na security duenya. If we address this unemployment canker head on today. You will have 500,000 people applying for one slot. Yes, and Udim said it is the same reason why we have all manner of people in the service, in the public service, are render proper services and for Ghana for to ensure good governance. Okay? I always talk about competence.
Mr. One check your Facebook network in the mind. Complaints in the doors.
I always talk about competence. The time because I say me share say my bomb my bro wiase mu ha say like my dedicated me say usua who acquire knowledge usua de o bro ho when opportunity comes now ko show be the opportunity to be ma on yen kaiwa it means that any o man here chechere I to say obiara nko no ko frefre kobo that's how come say unim say nurses nurse for o de up the line too
things are the